Hey there, Virgo. How's it going? This is Kara, and you found me at Tarot Just Because. And I'm back again to do your May reading for 2017. So this is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the sign of Virgo. You can also check out this reading if you've got Venus in Virgo or 7th house, which is your relationship house. Couple of announcements. So as of the month of May, I'm going to be opening up my schedule for personal and private readings for my YouTube viewers. And I'm going to be running a special for the first month. So for 20 bucks, you can get a 30-minute private reading. For 40 bucks, you can get a 1-hour private reading. I'm going to put my email in the link below, but it's caralou32@gmail.com. And so the way this is going to work is that if you're interested in a private reading, shoot me an email, let me know, and we will set up an appointment time for you. You'll pay via PayPal, and so as soon as I receive your payment, I will go ahead and put you in that slot for that appointment time, and then we will do a private reading. If you are in the US, I can do readings by phone or by Skype. If you are outside of the US, the readings will be available by Skype. And what else? The special's running for the month of May only. As of the month of June, it'll go up to my regular at-home prices, which is 30 minutes for $30 and 60 minutes for $50. So you might want to take advantage of the special in May. It's just kind of an introductory, just kind of a gift for my viewers for the first month. I haven't had the time to open up readings for YouTube viewers, but I've worked out some things in my schedule where I can do that. So the readings will be, the times will be weekends and then evenings Pacific Standard Time. So keep that in mind. So that's when I will be available for those. So if you're interested, definitely hit me up. This month, as per usual, I'm going to be using the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. And I've added a new deck this month. We're going to do one overall advice card at the end of the reading, and that'll be from the Earth Magic Oracle cards. Really, really beautiful cards, and they're really positive. I think no matter what the reading, they help us gain a productive perspective on what we're going to do going forward. So, all right, let's get started here. So, Virgo, hope you guys are doing well. And I want to start with your Eight of Wands in the reverse here that you've got. This is in the recent past here. Wands cards can be fire energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Might have a lot of that in your chart. Might be dealing with somebody. This card talks about being hasty, moving too fast, not being in tune with your higher self or the universe at large, and so making a hasty decision that is not necessarily in your highest good. For your central issue, you've got the Queen of Wands, and she's in the upright. So this is also fire energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This woman is, she's very educated. She's very well read. She's fierce. She's not to be trifled with. She's not like the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Pentacles. She's a fire sign. She is, however, extremely loving, and she is extremely supportive. You've got in your near future here, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So coming up here in the very near future, could even be by the end of May, this is a new opportunity. Remember, aces are always new opportunities, but they always come with they have a short window of time. So it's a short window of opportunity. But when we're talking about the Ace of Pentacles, and this is earth energy, so Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, this is an opportunity of a sort of practical nature. I hate it. I absolutely hate it when people think that Pentacles cards are boring. They're not boring. They probably deal more with our daily life and provide a lot of insight, I think, more than any of the other cards. But, I have a Virgo sun. Maybe I'm partial. But so this is definitely a good time if you're thinking about starting up a new health regimen, a new project around the home, a new project at work. This is telling you that you absolutely should go for it because it's going to yield all of this growth here. You see this pentacle here is just adorned in foliage. So potential for new growth via this new endeavor, okay? And you've got great support in order to get this project started, because you've got someone with a lot of wisdom and a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge that is more than happy to share these things with you. So this is somebody to definitely get in touch with and talk to about this new plan that you have. Okay. For your foundation, or where this all might have come from, is you have the Five of Swords in the upright. Okay, so this card kind of has a dual meaning here, but you see there's this one woman, and she's the victor from this fight, and the other two are like running away. I don't know if you can see it, but they're running to this ship in the distance. The raven is following them, guiding them to safety. You're either the victor and people are running away from you, or you are running away from something. I'm wondering if it's you that's running away from something, because you do have the Ace of Wands, which is making a hasty decision, making a split-second decision, and leaping. Okay, so you might not have been in the nicest situation, and I'm going to clarify the Five of Swords, but you might not have been in the happiest or healthiest of situations, and you made a split-second decision to bolt. A lot of times, people are going to read this card in the reverse as being something negative, that being hasty and making a quick move is something negative. But in this particular scenario, I see it as it was almost just kind of, it was a necessary evil, as they say. You really didn't have any other choice. You had to move forward, and you absolutely made the right decision, because there's all this new growth and this new potential in your near future because you did that. So I'm happy about that. We still have your overview or your potential outcome to look at, but I do want to clarify what this battle was, how we got there. I think, it's important to look at how we got there so that we don't go there again. Another necessary evil, Virgo. I feel like Virgos get into these situations a lot, quite honestly. Any sign that kind of really operates from the heart. And I know that people don't often view Virgos that way, but they do absolutely operate from the heart. I think more so than any other earth sign. Your Capricorns are kind of your more fun-loving earth sign. They're more class clowns, but they don't have the heart that Virgo has. Same with Taurus. But, okay. Clarify the Eight of Wands also. Okay, so okay, so to clarify the battle here, you've got the Queen of Cups in the upright. What this feels like to me is that you got away from yourself a little bit. So this is screaming relationship to me. So and I might just be speaking to a few people, and I feel like I've said that in each one of my readings so far. It's like I'm speaking to a very small audience, even though there could be many of you viewing this. But this feels like a relationship that was really, really detrimental to your emotions. Cups cards are emotions. You weren't at your best. This woman, as far as love goes, she's at her best. She's at the peak. She's open. She's vulnerable. She's loving. She's sentimental. She's sweet. She feels safe enough to be that way. Okay. And you got away from this. You weren't able to be this. You were on guard. You were, this relationship could have even been on the abusive side. But I'm not going to go there, but if that's you, that's you. So this took you away from being your best self, from being able to be the Queen of Cups in love. And so you took this, this leap, this means of escape, really. You bolted. I don't know if you moved out or if you kicked somebody out or if you weren't living together. You just, You just cut them off. I feel like if you were not living with this person, you just cut them off, and they could be calling and you're not picking up, and that could have you a little bit worried, a little bit up in your head, because it was sort of a hasty move just to cut off contact like that. And now you've gotten to the point where, you know, they're a little bit pissed off, like, are you fucking gonna call me back? You know, that kind of thing. And so you might be questioning your judgment on leaping the way you did. You know, maybe I should have had a conversation with them. You know, if that's not your situation, then you immediately filed for divorce, and you left the papers on the countertop or something like that. But you made a very bold move to break away from this thing, because you want to get back to yourself. And the thing about making this bold move that I'm really happy to see is that you have the Emperor in the upright as your clarifier for that card. So that's how you got there. So there's a lot of inner strength going on in inner strength going on inside you. Terrible choice of words, but you know what I mean. And my nose is itching, so I know I'm on point here. That there was like an inner knowing all along, and you, as this relationship that you were in began to, as it was becoming more and more serious, you knew the whole time that it was going to end up weakening you, and robbing you of these beautiful qualities that you have. I heard an astrology book once described a Virgo as, and all of the signs are beautiful in their own ways. They all have their things, but they said, Virgos literally have a sparkle in their eye. And when they laugh, it sounds like the tinkling of little bells. This relationship robbed you of all of those delicate, beautiful, sentimental, and sweet qualities that you had. But there was this really fiery, this is the Aries card. There was this really fiery strength that you really kind of had all along. I'm not quite sure why it took you the amount of time that it did to conjure it up. It doesn't really matter. It could have been that this could have been a very karmic relationship that you needed to go through in order to you take the next step in life, to learn something about yourself. I hate that about relationships, but it's like, they're either our happily ever after, or they come into our lives to teach us something about ourselves, and it's usually pretty fucking painful, and I'm sorry about that. But something lit a fire under your ass, and you found your strength, and you bolted. And again, you might be questioning how you did it because it was very hasty, but I'm getting the feeling that was just necessary, and you will deal with the little mess that it might have made. But the important thing is that you're out. This Queen of Wands here is going to be a big support for you. If this is a mother figure, a best friend, a father figure, this is someone who is not more mature, but stronger than you in terms of experience. They've had, you're strong as fuck, but they are, in terms of experience, they've either been through this before themselves. So if this is some kind of domestic abuse that you were in, this is you talking to a counselor about it, who's like they were a survivor themselves, and then they get into counseling, or it's just someone who's incredibly strong that that you absolutely can lean on right now. So I definitely like that. And again, new growth is on the other side of this. So you absolutely did the right thing. You absolutely did the right thing. For your potential outcome, which I'm also going to want to clarify, but you've got the King of Pentacles in the upright. So this is more earth energy. I feel like it's really good for you to have as much earth energy around you right now as possible. That's no diss on any of the other signs, but whatever kind of energy feels like home is what you want to be around right now. That's what's going to keep this momentum going for you and keep your strength up, and be a subtle reminder to you every day that you did the right thing. You need to be around like-minded people, people who have a similar energy to you, because you need that to feed your energy. So opposing energies, not my favorite right now, with the exception of the Queen of Wands, okay, because of her experience. You need that experience, but this is the person that you're going to connect to more on an emotional level for support, the support that you need. The King of Pentacles is one of the quintessential father figures, but if you don't have a father in your life or even a father figure in your life, this could actually be, and I do feel like it, I feel mostly like I'm talking to females, and I feel like this is a male, a strong male in your life that is making you feel safer in terms of this person that you left behind. Like this person is kind of a safe haven for you. And I'm just getting a really like strong urge to say this, even though the card is not saying it, but I feel like I have to say it. Be careful of falling in love with this person. Okay. This is not your guy romantically. Okay. I do want to clarify him though, because I completely get why the Queen of Wands is here, but other than just some support and sanctuary, I want to know more about where the King of Pentacles came from for you guys and what he's doing here. That's that. Let's get it. And it's in the upright. Well, you know what? Damn. Well, we all make mistakes, and no time like the present to admit it. Your clarifier for the King of Pentacles is the Two of Cups. So, shit. I mean, and I felt very, very strongly like I needed to tell you that he was not your happily ever... Okay. This could be somebody showing up, coming in, saying, I love you. I've loved you all along, and let me, take you away from this person and make your life better. That's what this is telling me right here. But I am going to stand by what I originally said in the sense that now is not the time to start a new romantic relationship. This person may want to be that for you. And I feel like if they do, it's altruistic. It's with very good intentions, but you need to take a little time. Okay. Don't give me another clarifier on that, for crying out loud. That's the first time I've ever had a card just come right out and tell me. But, if I was wrong, I was wrong. And that card showed up to tell me that I'm wrong. So, hey. So if you've got an earth sign in your energy, or one comes in this month that really seems interested in helping you sort through this, whether they're going to help you move out in the middle of the night or whatever it is, they may have some romantic feelings behind that. Doesn't mean they're not genuine. But, looking like somebody might want to be your knight in shining armor. Oh, Jesus. And he's got the Magician in the upright. So this is having all the tools necessary to make something happen. And that's very King of Pentacles, if you ask me. So this guy is, he's emotionally grounded. He has resources. He has good intentions. He or she, if you're a man who's into women and you're in this situation and you were just dating an absolute heinous bitch that you needed to get away from, you've got somebody coming in that not only do they want to help you, but they love you. And, maybe they've been in your ear for a little while now, and you've maybe even been kind of looking at them going, there are other options out there. I don't need to stay with this asshole or, psycho-ass bitch that I've been with. Give me a clarifier for the Ace of Pentacles, the new growth. And, I really stand corrected, Virgo. I really apologize, because the more I'm looking at this now, if this King of Pentacles is potentially a partner for you, and like I said, I never recommend jumping from one relationship to another, but crazier shit's happened. But if this King of Pentacles is maybe the one for you, it really kind of makes sense, because this new beginning here that you have is a Pentacles card as well. So I'm kind of connecting those two now. So give me a clarifier for the Ace of Pentacles, the new beginning, new growth as a result of getting out of this crappy and potentially even for some abusive relationship. Give me a good clarifier for everybody, though. Not everybody was being abused. Some just needed to get out because it wasn't the right relationship. So give me a clarifier for everyone, please. There it is. Okay. Well, strength in the reverse. Okay. So feeling a little bit weakened at the thought of starting something new. Okay. Feeling a little bit weakened by that, but this person who wants to be your something new, they've got all the tools. Okay. And they're a king. They're at the highest level of personal development, basically. They're going to kind of be your guide. They're going to kind of pick up, whoa, it all just came together. They're going to kind sorry about that. they're gonna do this for you. They're gonna step in and take care of you, because for your advice from the Earth Magic Oracle cards, which, keep in mind, I drew this card for you. It's been sitting on the table before I even drew all these clarifiers. So now it's really making sense to me. You got the Meadow card, which talks about vulnerability. Okay, there's vulnerability all over this reading. Vulnerability is what drove you to take a leap out of the old relationship, and vulnerability is what you are going to need to allow within yourself in order to let this person come in and make this offer to you and use all the tools in their toolbox to make everything okay and give you guys a good start. Whether it's this person helps you relocate, or this person, they might even give you money. I mean, I'm not saying go be a gold digger, but they might even, you know, if you need money, they might even give you money. They're in love. So your overall theme, I mean, I'm loving using these oracle cards. You know, check out some of my other readings as well. Check out your moon and your rising and your Venus and everything. And let me know what you think about these oracle cards, because this is the 5th reading that I've done tonight. And each time when I pull one of these cards for the specific purpose of giving overall advice at the end of the reading, it's been unbelievable how accurate it is. So what this is telling you is that even though you felt extremely vulnerable in this past relationship, and your vulnerability drove you to leave it, that the lesson here is that the vulnerability was not the problem, okay? And you're going to potentially feel an urge to harness your strength, okay? To be strong, to be firm, to be kind of that badass bitch, or be that sort of hardened guy, you know, who's not going to let anybody in. But this showed up in the reverse for a reason. Mellow out a little bit, okay? Don't puff out your chest. Don't draw your sword. Don't do that right now. You're not wrong to be vulnerable. If there is no vulnerability between two people, you can't ever achieve something as beautiful as the Two of Cups, okay? These two are not, they have no shield up between one another. They're completely open. They're honest. They share their fears, hopes, and wishes, that kind of a thing. Vulnerability was not your sin, okay? So Virgo, damn. Leave me a comment below. Let me know how the month goes for you. Talk to each other as well. I love it when you guys talk to each other and help each other through things. It just warms my heart. I read all your comments every month. It's becoming increasingly difficult for me to answer each one of them, but I do my best, especially if I think I have something to offer. Sometimes I read a comment and I think, I don't really have anything to offer on that, so I'd rather say nothing than, just spew. But I read them all and I really appreciate them all. If this video was helpful, or if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, and don't lose your vulnerability, you guys, okay? Vulnerability and Virgo both start with a V. Don't lose it. It's part of your beauty. There are plenty of other signs in the zodiac that make it their mission in life to show their strength, and remember that vulnerability is beautiful. I mean, it's got the meadow as its representation, for crying out loud. I mean, look at all this earth. This is just nothing but earth. Okay, so don't lose that about yourselves. It's beautiful. It's part of what makes you who you are. And I stand corrected. Let this new person come in and make an offer to you. If they're not the one for you, that's okay, but their intentions are pure and they want to help. So, yes, ma'am. All right, Virgo, that's it for May 2017. I hope that you join me again in June. And if you're interested in a personal and private reading, hit me up and we'll get together. Until then, I guess I hope to see you in June, and you know what to do. Take very, very good care of yourselves, okay? And be well. All right. Thanks, Virgo.